Thanks for joining Christy TV this time. This video you're about to watch is where a US man mentioned Boko Haram as one of the people that have been sponsored by US. This man named Boko Haram as a recipient of US intelligence funding. No be smart in my copy of them. I will allow people to watch this video as investigation finally forces Congress to admit to the US government's long history of financing both Taliban, ISIS, and of course, Boko Haram in Nigeria. Watch this video and stay tuned for more.
Who gets some of that money? Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding. If you think that the program under Operation Enduring Sentinel entitled Women's Scholarship Endowment, which receives $60 million annually, or the Young Women Lead, which gets about $5 million annually, is going to women who, by the way, if you read the Inspector General's report, is telling you that the Taliban does not allow women to speak in public. Yet somehow you're believing, and American people are supposed to believe, that this money is going for the betterment of the women in Afghanistan. It is not. You are funding terrorism, and it's coming through USAID. And it's not just Afghanistan, because Pakistan's right next door. USAID spent $840 million in the last 20 years on Pakistan's education-related program. It includes $136 million to build 120 schools, of which there is zero evidence that any of them were built. Why would there be any evidence? The Inspector General can't get in to see them. But you know what? We doubled down and spent $20 million from USAID to create educational television programs for children unable to attend the physical school. Yeah, they can't attend it because it doesn't exist. You paid for it. Somebody else got the money. You are paying for terrorism. This has got to end. I yield, Mr. Chairman.
Hi, my lovers. Welcome back to Christy TV. You all heard from the horse's mouth that the US has been exposed for linking and sponsoring Boko Haram, ISWAP, ISIS, and other terrorist groups worldwide. This is not just only in Nigeria, but Nigeria was equally mentioned. That is Boko Haram. Boko Haram has been terrorizing Nigeria for decades now, and even this guy known as David Hundinyi have exposed some secrets in the Nigeria, which many of us are not even aware. This is, past years' experiences or let's say occurrences, things that happened in Nigeria. According to this guy, David Hundinyi said on July 2009, Mohammed Yusuf is killed in police custody. His ragtag, poorly organized followers go on a localized rampage in the northeast. Nothing much happens and everyone moves on. On November 2009, US requests to cite a permanent military base in Nigeria, which is rejected by Umaru Yar'Adua. May 5th, 2010, Yar'Adua dies under circumstances that still remain unexplained. August 26, 2011, UN building in Abuja is bombed, killing 21 and signaling the sudden change of Boko Haram into an organized, well-funded terror organization in Nigeria. On December 25, 2011, bombs go off at packed churches during Christmas services in Abuja, Jos Gadaka and Damaturu, killing dozens and becoming Nigeria's deadliest ever terror attack. Boko Haram claims responsibility. On 2013, Boko Haram goes in the space of 1 year from being a scattergun insurgency, burning churches, to being a full-on military campaign that kills both Christians and Muslims and actually hosts territory with their flag, openly taunting the Nigerian military with video messages. On the year 2014 as well, over 2,000 girls are kidnapped from a school in Chibok. This happened during Goodluck Jonathan's regime. Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa become a full-on war zone as the Nigerian Army and Air Force deploy fully. And on 2015, regime change. Do you understand? Then 2016, Medibet suddenly comes under sustained, unprecedented attack from heavily armed and incredibly well-organized militia who somehow have everything from air support to anti-aircraft, guns to chemical warfare capability. Nigerian military deploys there as well. So 2016, charismatic cult leader Nnamdi Kanu suddenly emerges as a non-state actor with potential for violence. His Radio Biafra, basically a small YouTube channel, suddenly is a somehow able to afford sophisticated technology and bribes for MTN engineers to install podcast transmitters so it can piggyback on MTN infrastructure and spread his separatist message wider. This exposition, although is also widely known now, that someone also identified himself that he received bribe of 150,000 naira just to put a transmitter of Radio Biafra on the satellite in Enugu State. So on 2017, Southeast goes up in flames as hitherto peaceful pro-Biafra sentiment turns violent after Kanu is arrested. Nigerian military also deploys fully. In the year 2021, Northwest comes under similar sustained terror activity to Middle Belt from an indeterminate source that is reduced to the euphemism bandit. Locals report seeing terrorists with military equipment that even the Nigerian military does not have, curiously. My correct people, them not be smarting. Crossing locations known for illegal gold and sold mineral mining generally do not come under attack by these bandits. Nigerian military is also fully deployed in Northwest, making it the fifth out of Nigeria's 6 regions to have active military deployment after the Niger Delta, Southeast, Middle Belt, and Northeast. Only the Southwest is left relatively stable. So June 5, 2022, St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State, southwestern Nigeria is attacked by ISWAP terrorists. Over 40 people died, signaling the start of terror operations and insurgency in Nigeria's last remaining stable region. In 2023, southwestern politician becomes president on the 31st of official vote count, having run the most ethnically divisive campaign in Nigeria's history. Election is marred by large-scale ethnic violence in the Southwest, which has never happened on that scale before. Also in 2024, Nigeria's economy with its headquarters in the Southwest shrinks to just over a third of what it was in 2015. Galloping inflation following wholesale application of International Monetary Fund (IMF) recommendations create widespread social dislocation. The seeds of destabilization of the Southwest are close to germinating. So now we are in 2025, where we are right now. So many things are happening. 2025, where we are right now, you either see all of these things as stand-alone events or you see them as a timeline. Your choice depends on whether you only see what is happening or you see what is actually going on. Nigeria rejects plans to host U.S. African Military Command. My correct people, them not be smarting. Things are now going in separate ways. History are now repeating itself. Thing that also took place in the year 2009, Nigeria equally rejected the plans to host a U.S. African Military Command. The goal of U.S. military's new Africa-wide command is to better protect America's strategic interests in Africa and to assist African countries with military training and conflict prevention. But don't mind them that these are the way for them to bring in their, terrorists and the bandits plan in Africa. But a growing number of African countries, including Libya and South Africa, have expressed a concern over Africom's move to the continent. Many have expressed reservation that the move could signal an expansion of U.S. influence on the continent, and many focus primarily on protecting oil interests. Do you get the point? Not just only oil interests, they're also bringing in terrorists into the country. While Nigeria has been among the most vocal of critics, this is the first time that Africa's most populous nation and the top source of U.S. oil imports has come out publicly against the plan of U.S. Remember that this thing took place in the year 2009, November 1st, 2009 news. My correct people, so many things has been going on. Even during Goodluck Jonathan's time, when Goodluck wanted to buy ammunition, U.S. refused to supply ammunition to the country, and they wanted to buy from South Africa. Do you know what's happened? Exclusively, they was seized. U.S. seized about $9.3 million of ammunition that was coming from South Africa. Nigerian officials equally blame U.S. for secret South Africa arm deal. Do you understand? So why do they do this? Because they were sponsoring Boko Haram. Goodluck Jonathan doesn't know exactly what happened. Why U.S. government, seized why they seized the ammunition that was coming from South Africa to Nigeria as a result of the crisis, because Boko Haram crisis, was too much. Nigeria was over fury because of this U.S. arms refusal. So why is this thing happening? This one happened in the year 2014, around 11th November 2014. Nigerian ambassador to the US has criticized Washington for refusing to sell his government lethal weapons to fight militant Islamists. Nigeria needed to support to deliver the killer punch, not light jabs, against the Boko Haram group. Adembowala Idapoye Adefuye said this in a news in the year 2014 on November 11th. My correct people, so many things are happening. Terrorist group happening here and there. Do you understand? Even the attack that took place in January this year, 2025, when Boko Haram attacked. Don't say this year, but last year, there was a time that Boko Haram attacked, I think I posted on my channel as well, attacked Nigerian military base. Do you understand? With a drone. Many were injured, and some news are still and some news are saying that it is not a drone, this and that. So even this David also got a message from his inbox. One person said, David, good day. Wanted to share a little info with you. The incident that happened between Boko Haram and the soldiers in Damaturu. The media was not honest about it. A drone was used to take down the said sector, and over 70 military personnel died. We are talking about 70 lives that were lost as a result of this Boko Haram attack. And the media are not even spreading the good news. They are not spreading, forget I said good, it's not a good news, but at least the fact. That is what I mean. The fact was not, spread out there. They only give us what they want us to know. So this info was passed to me by a friend staying over there, so you can do your digging, because I know that you are that good in digging. So many things are happening, so many corruption, so many things. Do you understand this? And someone also revealed on 7th January 2016, known as One We See. He said, I was paid 150,000 naira to place transmitters on MTN mast. Engineer confesses. Telecommunication maintenance engineer David, the One We See, has confessed to receiving an initial sum of 150,000 naira to install a radio Biafra transmitter on an MTN mast in Enugu State. Although this one, I did not blame you. You did well by installing it, because it opened people's mindset and eyes. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exposed so many things that is happening in the country. He exposed so many things that was about to happen, and all his expositions come to pass. So whether you receive the money, you receive your good money. This money was not, it was not a bad thing. You didn't receive bad thing. You received a good money. Thank you for installing that. Thank you for even receiving that money. Do you understand? Unlike Boko Haram that receive and be killing people, this time you receive it for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to expose so many things that is going on in Southeast and in Nigeria, of course. He predicted that drug lord is coming and mayhem will befall Nigeria if this man comes. But lo and behold, we are in drug lord regime at the moment. T-Pain is ruling us, and we are feeling the pain. Do you get the point? Do you get the point? We are getting the hit. Inflation persistent in hyperinflation, rising here and there. Things are not moving well in the country as a result of what? Having worst leader. Do you guys get the point? So this is history. And now the US government have put eye in this history. They have, opened a lot of things. How USAID was sponsoring Boko Haram. This is crazy. Chibok is a Christian village, for crying out loud, and the young girls we are kidnapped. Till date, we don't know their whereabouts. If they have been released or not, till date, we don't know. Buhari even made it publicly known that he made the seat very hot for Goodluck Jonathan. If actually Goodluck Jonathan wins that election, So now, do you see why we believe that official SKSM should be investigated for child trafficking? Does anyone remember Big Mike? Michael Obama holding up the Bring Back Our Girls sign. So many things are happening. Things has been going. Even now, Nigerians have spent 1.2 trillion on Boko Haram in the last 20 years. People are now saying so many things. People are now coming out to say so. Even Oshimole made an exposition yesterday. If actually you guys watch the video I posted yesterday concerning Oshimole and the thing happened in Zamfara, the protest in Zamfara, and Oshimole's exposition that it is the retired generals that are sponsoring all these Boko Harams, kidnapping, ISWAPs, ISIS, and all kinds of, banditry happening in the northwest and northeast of the country. My correct people them, may God help us in this part of the world. In fact, in the whole wide world. I know too well that this man known as Trump, God knows the reason why he did not allow him to win that election during that bidding time. Some certain things happen for a reason. This man stepped down. God gave him the wisdom. Oh yeah, investigate the whole wide world. Sat down. My boy, my son, please sit down. Look at what is happening. Expose so that when you will go back to that seat, you have that time. You have known exactly what is happening. Then you have to tackle it. Do you understand? And barely 3 months in Trump's winning as a U.S. president, barely 3 months in seat, he has been doing wonders. He has been exposing all in fact, things that has been in hidden places for quite decades. Things that is so-called but bidding during bidding regime, he couldn't be able to identify them. And also, of course, the hidden thing that Barack Obama, who happens to hail from Kenya. Why is it that no good thing is coming out from Kenya? Why? Barack Obama is from Kenya, right? Why is he portraying bad image against Kenya's people? The first Black American president, African American president. And his heart is filled with evil. He's an evil man. You got married to your wife. Both of you have children. You are still living with your wife. You still have the guts to come online to say that man should marry man, a woman should marry woman. You legalize it because you're a board president. You are a U.S. president. The whole wide world looking at U.S. president. And you deem it necessary to come out to, publicize your devilish interest to the world. Do you get the point? So now, Trump, God bless you and Elon Musk for, deeming it necessary, not just deeming it necessary alone, but being bold enough without being biased, without taking bribery, without saying, is it your fault? Is it your concern? You just being the president of the country, that's just all you want? No. But you deem it necessary to end corruption in the whole wide world. And today, remember that Trump even gave a warning to Hamas that they should release their hostages. Failure to do that today, 12 o'clock noon in U.S. time, that failure to do that this ceasefire agreement is going to end. Do you guys get the point now? Anyway, my correct people, they're not be smarting as it is hot now. So many expositions are coming to limelight. Stay tuned for more updates. Worldwide news, Chrissy TV got you covered. And on the outcome of Hamas ceasefire with Israel, I'm gonna get you guys in touch with that because Trump gave them woto. He has given them an ultimatum to release all the hostages, else IDF will be released to move ahead with Hamas. And this time around, they are going to destroy Hamas totally. And you know what it means when IDF girls, militaries are going to Hamas to destroy Hamas. You know what that means? Oh my God, so many things are unfolding, so many corruptions. The people that are behind this, ISWAP, ISIS, Boko Harams, all kinds of terrorists and banditry groups in the whole wide world has been exposed. Now, when all this has been exposed, what are the next steps? Does it mean that the people behind it shouldn't be jailed or, let's say, executed? Let's wait to see what the U.S. President Donald Trump is going to do to all those people that have sponsored Boko Haram, ISIS, ISWAP. Because if you leave them, if they should go unpunished, they will still go and plan another thing. Even the people that tried to killed Donald Trump. Remember that last year during Donald Trump campaign, there was an attack on him. Do you understand? Which someone else was hit with a bullet. Do you get? So this assassination attack has been revealed. The person that tried to assassinate has been revealed. Do you understand? So many hidden secrets are coming to limelight. The question is, will these people scot free? What are the next steps? What are the next steps? That is the question. Should they be executed, jailed, lifetime imprisonment, or just want to know? And now, U.S. wanted to stop anything that have to do with paying taxes, extorting tax from the citizens of the America. They want to quit paying tax. Are you sure that is the best thing to do in America? Anyway, tell us in the comment section what is your own opinion regarding all these scenarios. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not done so. Turn on the notification button so you get notified whenever we post our latest content. Christy TV got you covered. If you're watching this extent, I love you so much and thank you for watching.